Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here. For this video, I'm going to be giving away $250 because our previous price prediction video did so well with so many views. And we got the ads on there, as you guys know. So I can give away $250 in this one. Not like I earned that, but I got some left because a few of my video likes amounts that I required did not hit. So there's a few $50 ones left. So we're going to give away $250 for this one. All you have to do is just press the like button and comment something below. And yeah, let's get into this. Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, back with another crypto video. And just straight off the bat, this video is out of the box. This is just thinking, and just keep that in mind. It will not happen anytime soon. Whatever, just listen to what I have to say and then comment something. Just listen first, okay? So I know the title sounds outrageous, and I will totally understand because whatever this market cap would go to whenever that would hit, $1,000, that would be ridiculously crazy, right? I understand completely, but there's a thing that I found here that I want to cover with you guys, and that is the name of the article. So let's cover this. Just want to put out there, for anything within the last couple or the upcoming years, this is more reliable, like 30 to 50 cents for maybe 2018, 2019. But if you're looking at, the real future, so 10, 15 years, we're going to be looking at this article right here that you're seeing, or article, I should say, reply to a question that has been asked. And it's just personal. It's not really like an official article like stated by TRON itself or anything. It's just some talking, and let's get into this. Alright, now be sure you actually follow me over at Twitter, because on there I'll give away $500 once I hit 2,000 followers. And join the Discord if you want to know how to trade or want to learn some stuff. Just check it out. It's a very cool chat room. You can also chat with me and with some other cool dudes, so check it out. Alright, so a user on Quora asked a question: could TRON TRX ever reach $1,000 like BTC and other cryptocurrencies? Why or why not? And I'm actually kind of scared as to how I can put the title the best, because I do want to put this in the title because I know a lot of you guys will, kijk, look, how to, I said kijk, it's Dutch. I want to make this title interesting for you guys, but then again, not too clickbaity, but I do want to cover the exact title that what it is right here. So this is not a price prediction. It will most likely not happen either ever or anytime soon. Most likely not. I could just tell you straight to the bat. But I found this little answer here, a very interesting thing that I do want to cover for you guys. So most likely that is why I chose this, the title, something like that title. So within the next 2 years, not likely. And I can already tell you why not likely. That is just because of every common sense in your head. If you were to ever use some common sense, you would know that $1,000 would put this coin at 65, billion times 1,000 would be 65 trillion. I don't know how that American system works totally, because in Europe we have different kinds of names, but I believe that's 65 trillion, which would be crazy. Okay, that would be ridiculous, crazy, not possible, right? Because that would, some people are gonna comment like, hey, it would be over global wealth, blah 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 blah. Shut up. There's a lot of stuff that we have to say in this, just this small part here, as to why it could ever happen somewhere in the future. And I'm not even saying 2 years, because I think that is way too small. I'm guessing here, let's say, 20 years, crypto is the new thing. And just, I can already tell you guys why I think this could potentially, with a lot of, imagination here, ever could potentially, maybe in a certain, could happen, is if the crypto is really revolutionary and it's just going to take over the whole world, then the global wealth, as you know right now, will not really be the same kind of thing. Because some of you guys are saying yeah, the total amount of money in circulation in the world right now is let's say as an example, I don't actually have no clue what that would be. There's a few pictures that I saw recently that explained everything, how much money there is in the world and that kind of stuff. But think about if crypto really were to take over, then a lot of these values will actually skyrocket. Like BTC, for example, will actually go above that number, possibly, or just become to a number that is close to it, and just really expand global wealth to a few, times. So maybe that global wealth, or actually the total amount of money in circulation in the world, could go times 10 or times 100 even, because of this crypto that would just change everything, because it's not locked up to a country. It will not be regulated, so these prices can literally spike out of the top. There's not a real cap for it, literally, because it would just continue upwards if there's not going to be regulations for it to a certain extent. If it won't be regulated, the price will always go up. And to put it into perspective here, there's a lot of stocks that have changed global wealth as how we see it, because a lot of those stocks actually gained a lot of, a lot of momentum in price, And we're seeing that global wealth will always move upwards. And over the years, it will also move upwards. With crypto, it will move up a lot faster. But to get into this article here, because a lot of you guys already pressed away, so now we can talk some real big boy stuff to people who are really interested in content and not in just like criticizing my title here. Within the next 2 years, not likely. However, TRON has the ability to grow much higher than many people expect. The team behind TRON is building a blockchain platform that will support massive numbers of transactions in the entertainment and gaming space. There will be lots of marketing and mass adoption of TRON in the next few years, marketing or making it one of the leading cryptocurrencies. That is, again, speculative and personal. That is not really to be like everybody would think the same or different thing. This is if TRON were to get mass adopted, really literally becoming a top 3 coin. Again, a lot of circumstances must really be truthful for this to ever happen. But again, $1,000, I guess, from my perspective, too far-fetched to ever happen in our lifetimes. But, you know, whatever. Especially in China and Asia. I have said this before, and I will say it again. TRX reminds me of Apple and Google stock when it was super cheap. No one imagined in the early days how high it would go. So that really brings me to the point where I was going before, that no one imagined in the early days how high it would go. Think about Bluetooth back in the day. Did any of, like, a person back then ever think that Bluetooth would catch on so well? And I guess Wi-Fi is not the same. I guess Wi-Fi as an example as well. Wi-Fi was a lot more revolutionary though, but Bluetooth, a lot of people did not ever think it would be so successful. Apple, a lot of people did not think it would be so successful. Facebook had a lot more faith from the get-go, I guess. Google, a lot of people had no idea it would be so successful. There's so many things that really broke records in the world and just really went over people's expectations and increased the world as we know it. And that is what crypto to a certain extent would do as well. Just increase every border that exists if it gets mass adopted. Because still, if you're looking into the numbers here, how many people have ever used crypto? Let's say a maximum of 40 million people, right? Now think back at how many people are on Earth. What if at least, you know, like 15% of those people use crypto? You know, what if that is only 15%? That will be like, let's say 2 billion people use it. That value that we have right now is just for, let's say, 40 million people. Then it will be for 2 billion people. Just, you know, how much more demand for any coin that would be. Just understand how much all of these values will go up if more and more people come on. Just for Electroneum, just one example. I don't know if it's in the top 100 still, but no, I don't believe it is. But just for that coin, if we were to ever get 100 million people to use it, and going by some of the laws that we covered in one of the videos, I know that sounds ridiculous, but that one, from that theory, could hit $1,375 or $75. From that theory, if we were to ever get 100 million people, again, not saying that will ever happen or that is likely to get to that price, but with some laws and then some, you know, imagination again, in that video, we made a basis as to why that could happen. And now thinking back at TRON, 100 billion coins, and that's why I thought, like, okay, $1,000 is not really going to happen. But then again, he's going to talk about $100, and that is more interesting already. But Bitcoin, on the other hand, is one of those phenomenons that is hard to replicate. And I am not sure you would want to. Bitcoin was the first mover and showed the world that a distributed, trustless blockchain was achievable. Its low supply and scarcity is often regarded as a positive thing. However, this has also been a problem, as whales have used it to manipulate the market, crash the currency, buy low, and rinse and repeat, making Bitcoin incredibly unstable, as to every cryptocurrency out there except for Tether, I guess. It is plausible that Bitcoin, due to its history and name recognition, will always be a desirable store of value. However, TRON is a different beast. TRON will be at the vanguard of what has been called the fifth major innovation in blockchain scaling. TRON is being designed to compete with the internet itself and create a distributed entertainment and gaming blockchain that is so pervasive and powerful that it is virtually invincible, or I guess invisible. It will be China scale, and you know what China scale is, that China does everything on a very bigger scale than we've ever seen and just really huge, and become a de facto standard that is even used by major e-commerce and business platforms such as Alibaba. At this scale, a single TRON could reach $100, but perhaps not $1,000, mark my words. 13,000 viewers, article from January 4th. I rest my case here. This person speaks some fire, though it must be admitted that he's a very, very positive about TRON. Okay, so I understood now that watching a few videos just early in the morning about Ripple, I saw a lot of these Bitcoin 1 million, Bitcoin 750,000, Bitcoin 250,000 predictions, or really theories. And I notice not too many people hate it. But whenever there's a prediction or just some theory behind a altcoin, a lot of people go bananas and just go really, really ape honky more. Like, just go really ape shit and just... and just really, really become angry and start to just really rip me apart. And again, I don't mind dislikes. I just want to bring out content to you guys. But this is, again, just to get you guys thinking out of the box and thinking that what crypto could actually achieve for you guys as a holder. So I'm not saying that it will hit $1,000, not saying it will hit $100, not doing a prediction for when it will ever happen, if it will ever happen. I'm just really drawing a little bit of a comparison between the mass adoption, what a mass adoption could bring to crypto, and why this theory here is not so far-fetched, and why you guys should actually attach a little bit more value when people actually talk about these, I guess, what you assume as ludicrous price predictions. Just attach some more value, because that $3.75 price prediction that I did was, again, just a title, because I didn't actually say that it would hit $3.75 anytime soon. It was more about that $1 and like the half of it, $1.88 or whatever it was, because that is more plausible. I thought that was actually doable, and I actually explained to you guys why, because of percentages. This one is not about percentages, not about any market cap at all, thinking about that kind of stuff. This is just theoretic, okay? So not a price prediction. This is just theoretically talking, because this could have been $600, $500, $800, doesn't matter. I'm just putting this in because it's the title, and I just want to cover that for you guys, and that is what the video is about. But that could have been any number. It's just to show you guys the scale of what BTC or what any currency can do. And this is, again, very positive for TRX. So saying that TRX will get mass adopted. It could be any other coin. Okay, so it could be any other coin, and it is most likely or more likely going to happen with a coin with a lower market cap. So as an example, Bitcoin has a lot more potential to ever hit $1 million than TRON will. And I know for a fact that TRON will never do that in our lifetimes. I know for one, like, I can die for that. That is right. I know for sure that we'll never hit $10,000 in our lifetime. $1,000 I will not swear upon that we'll never hit it in our lifetimes. Like, maybe in 50 years it will be a little bit different from now. $100 I will not swear upon anything. $100 is theoretically something that could happen. Okay, not putting the likelihood of it into perspective here, because for it to get mass adopted, it would take a lot of time, it would take a lot of effort, it would take a lot of different factors, and we should take it all into consideration. But what if it does? And a lot of you guys are not thinking about that kind of stuff. What if it does actually get a mass adopted? So here, actually, it took over the 10th spot again, putting IOTA at 11th, taking up 60 million more than IOTA right now, because IOTA is going quite far down and TRON is going up. Though we are seeing that EOS or NEO is actually up 150 almost million right now. So that's really quite a big difference here. But that is because NEO went quite like parabolic or whatever again. Quite a big increase here. But yeah, take it into consideration. And I just want you guys to think about this when you're going to sleep tonight. Just think about what I said here. What if crypto really gets to that mass adoption state? And I know so many critics or so many people who have no beliefs at all are just going to comment like you're an idiot. Like just cuss at me like you're pathetic. It will never happen. But that has been said about a lot of things back in the days. And I know that for a fact. I know for a fact that Bluetooth, not many people supported it back then. Look at how big it turned out to be. Right now, it's not the biggest thing in the world anymore. Not too many people like care about Bluetooth that much anymore. But, you know, let's say 10 years back. Look at how blooming and how big that was. Think about Google. Think about Apple. Did many people think it would ever, or even Facebook, did people think it would ever grow to such a big thing? Did somebody ever think Google would become $700 billion in worth? Did anybody ever think that? So if you take that into consideration again, that this started from zero because Google was worth nothing in the beginning, take it into consideration that any of these things could ever hit $700 billion, because why not? Why could they not hit the same amount that this thing has hit? Okay, this thing got mass adopted by literally everyone in the world. You know, it has billions of users. Everyone knows this. What if it happens to the #1 coin of this? So let's say this one here becomes the same amount. It becomes used that much. This is even a currency, so this one could even take higher amounts of market caps because it will actually involve money. It will actually involve scarcity. It will not involve just literal. It's a different kind of valuation here. I should not compare them, but it's just to get you guys into perspective here that this thing has gotten so much value, even though it is something that you cannot really have in your hands. It's all faith, because Google is something like, it's a company that you can use, you can do it for a lot of stuff, but it's all on the internet still. You know, it's not like you can really hold your Google. I guess maybe you can, but not you can hold your Google and just put it on a brick. You know, like you put it in your house as a I don't know, like a decoration part. Same with this thing. It's currency. It is value. It is I guess mental value. How do you say it in English? I don't know how you would say that. It's just value that you think of it, that you put onto it. But that is the same with a lot of shares. It is just because you either think it's going to give you profit, or you think that it's worth something. And that is the difference between gold and that kind of stuff, and silver. And that is why a lot of people comment as well, like all the currencies will crash. US dollar will crash. Euro will crash. Gold and silver are going to only be the only two ones left, or diamonds sometimes. But yeah, that's just all, I guess, skeptics, and it's all theory. It's just all what you believe in. I personally believe that there's really a lot more to come, and I think that all of these will at least go times 10 within some time. I believe they'll all go times 100 within some time. That is just enthusiastic behavior, enthusiastic thoughts. Though when it will ever happen, and if it will ever happen, like, I guess if it will happen soon is another big question. But I do believe that this will definitely be, I guess not definitely, but I believe it will be $1 million at a certain point in the future. That is just my belief. You want me to form a basis for you? I don't have to. It's going to be go times at least 100. It's just what I personally believe. And I guess if it were to go times 100, this would still be like, how much would this be? 8 cents. It would be $8. I guess that is not that much compared. But then again, if you compare this times 100, would only give it 500 billion market cap compared to a lot more, a lot more market cap. If it were to be the same market cap, if this were to ever become number 1 or number 2, and just like have the same market cap at a times 100, that would just already give it that kind of price, you know. So yeah, just putting some crazy stuff on the table for you guys here. As said before, I don't know if this will ever happen. The $1,000 mark is just too far-fetched for me. It will not happen in our lifetimes, is what I assume. Just gonna put it out there for you guys, just so you guys can hate a little bit more on me, and just maybe unsubscribe if you don't like this kind of stuff. Just this theoretic kind of stuff. If you don't like it, just unsubscribe. I don't give a shit. Just wanted to discuss this with you guys. If you have a different opinion, you can just comment it down below, or join the Discord and talk to me about it. We can discuss it if you want. If you do not believe me, you don't have to. It's all just opinion. You don't have to believe me at all. I just wanted to put this into perspective for you guys, and just have a little bit of a chat with you guys. Just some theoretic talk. But yes, as I said before, you don't have to agree with me at all. Just wanted to let you guys hear this kind of a weird story, a fairy tale maybe, for some of you guys. If you have a different suggestion, let me know. Maybe you have a different kind of theory. As I said before, not going to agree to this $1,000 price soon. But it's saying ever, not like within the next year, like some of you guys think. Or not saying like it will hit $1 next week. Not that kind of stuff. No. This is just a theory. And that was it, guys. If you're a really hater, please unsubscribe and don't watch my videos anymore. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.